Hey everybody, it's Mr. Snake here coming back at you with some more Bible talk. Now then, I just finished reading an interesting book in the Bible. And I'll say the name at the bottom there. It's a big one to pronounce. And I find it really interesting. It says, a lot of things in this world are meaningless. Now then, I truthfully, in the past, I believed that the only way for everything in this world to be meaningless is if there was no afterlife. Now why do I say that? Because if there was no afterlife, and everybody just, when they died, it was just like sleeping, there would, technically everything you've done in your life would eventually be undone. Just like everything that you've undone would be redone. And you know what? That's what life is. A lot. I like this book a lot. Not just the Bible itself. This particular book. I can't even pronounce its name, and yet it's one of my favorite ones in the Bible to say. And it actually stated inside the Bible that everything is meaningless, so we should enjoy our lives. But also teach about God, so other people can enjoy God. It's a very interesting book, to say none the least. If everything we do on this earth is meaningless, that means what I'm saying now will eventually just be undone. Eventually, YouTube would eventually either remove it, or YouTube itself would disappear one day. Everything I'm saying in my videos are about as meaningful as what atheists say about Christianity. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, they'll all be undone. That's why a lot of my videos aren't targeted to change the future. Because the future is always set in place. My videos aren't meant to change people's minds, change the way everyone thinks for the next hundreds of years. My videos are meant to help people now, to help them get to heaven, to understand God. And truthfully, despite the fact that that everything in this world is meaningless, I live a very meaningful life. I don't expect my videos to last forever. They truthfully won't. In fact, I honestly wouldn't expect that they would be taken off in just a few years. Everything in life truthfully is meaningless. So why bother trying to disprove God? If you did actually even successfully prove you disproved him. But even if you were to disprove him, it will just be undone in the next hundreds of years. And you know what? We honestly fool ourselves into thinking that all this stuff is important. Because we honestly we extend people's lives with the way of thinking that stuff has meaning. We have extended lives, we have made lives easier, we have saved lives. But to be honest, it's all meaningless, because in the end, it won't be there. The only thing that would last forever is God. This is a really interesting book, and honestly, everything I said is honestly a true understatement, really. If you really want to know more about this book, in on itself, read it. This is one of the better ones. even if you're not a Christian, it's still pretty entertaining.